We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today, guys, it's back. I know a lot of people were excited for it. It's hit or miss, but I'm actually kind of excited to see it too. It's another sport to cap every day. We've got the NBA back today, and that should be quite exciting. I already have all my plays up for for the NBA, I have them up. I do not like anything in college football tonight. So tonight's college football will be a complete pass. I do have my hockey plays up on the site, at least the sides, and the sides are there. After the show, I'm going to be putting up a bunch of player props because I was looking at a couple of things, and I'm going to end up putting up a couple of player props. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them that I'm going to put up. So check out the picksandparleys.net website if you guys are interested in grabbing all of those. We are also, we did hit 1,400 followers on TikTok last stream, so that was kind of fun. We're on the road now to 1,500, so make sure you guys are following the TikTok and make sure you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel because YouTube, I'm trying to get that one up to 4,200 subscribers. I believe we're 17 away, so make sure you guys are doing all of that. We'll go ahead and look back at what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And I'll be honest, yesterday sucked. Although I'll mention the better part about yesterday in a minute. We went 2-6, so not overly happy with that. We had the Toronto Blue Jays on the run line. Did not hit, but I'm never laying minus 135, 140 area, so I will take the run line every single time. I don't care what people say. I had the New York Rangers, which they scored a minute into the game and didn't score anything else. They lost 3-1. Seattle Kraken scored first as well. And I believe they scored one other one and they lost 5-2 to Philly. And then I had the Sabres, which was a loser. I had that one at plus 132, along with a Josh Doan point, which he's looked good also. He's been one of the spark plugs for the Sabres this year. So I liked him. He didn't get there. And the Carolina Hurricanes got their first loss of the year. And of course, I bet them that night that they get their first loss of the year. Anyways, 2 winners. Zach Benson to get a point, and the Detroit Lions minus 5.5. I was really happy with Detroit because that makes a 4-1 week in the Pub Sports Radio contest, and I checked everything. I should be second place by myself in that Pub Sports Radio contest. So and I'm 1 point behind for first place. So got to keep it rolling nicely, and hopefully we can get some more winners long term. I'm now 24-11 in that contest. So quite happy with that. But we'll jump into today's card. Check chat. Somebody in the kick chat saying, "How are you?" I'm doing good. Ready for hopefully a big day of hockey. But we will start off with the Rockets and the Thunder first. The Thunder minus 7.5 with a total of 227.5. And I'll be completely honest. I looked at these two teams. The Rockets had a little bit of a big signing coming up because they signed this guy named Kevin Durant over the offseason. And they just extended him. I believe it was 2 years for $75 million or something like that, which is absolutely freaking insane for a guy who's going to play maybe half the season. But I looked at this game, and although I don't really care about the line movement in this one because I grabbed the under, but I grabbed it in the first quarter. I grabbed the first quarter under 55.5. Main reason why you got the banner raising for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I'm expecting like a slow start in this game because of that. So when I looked at that and the way that the line's moving, I feel like it's a move towards the Rockets, if anything, plus the 6.5. I did not want to get involved in a side to start off my NBA year for this game. I just took the first quarter under, and I'll be done after the first quarter in this game. I know last night I did a free pick video. I did the full game under. like the first. I looked at it after the video more, and I really like the first quarter under more. So first quarter minus 112 under 55.5. Slow start. Let's get it. Appreciate everybody stopping by, saying hi in the chats as we'll head to the next game, which I know a lot of people are going to be looking at the line movement in this game, and this one's another one that I took the line movement and I threw it out the window because we got the Warriors and the Lakers. Why am I throwing it out the window? LeBron's out long term, 3 to 4 weeks. And I looked at this game, and 2 plays came to mind for it. I took the Lakers. I love fading the injury report. I think everybody's going to overreact over LeBron being out. And when it comes to it, I took the Lakers. I got them plus 115. I think the line's probably going to continue to climb, so I probably got a bad number. But honestly, I don't really think it's going to matter. So I did take the Lakers money line. And with LeBron James out, I do like a certain player prop in this game because somebody's going to get more. And I like Luka. Luka Doncic over 46.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I wanted to take his triple double as well, right off the rip to start the year. And I think I'm going to. It's player combos, triple doubles. Triple double is plus 550 for Luka. I want to take a shot with that to start the year. I think I'm going to take Luka Doncic triple-double in this game. I know it's a very, very juicy line, and I'm going to end up putting it up after the show. But give me Luka triple-double in this game, plus 550 as well. He's going to have to be the key component for the Lakers if they're going to win. I like his pros over, so I'm going to take him to get a triple-double as well at plus 550. No Limit saying Rockets plus 10.5. I don't know where you got 10.5. It's sitting at 7.5, or it's sitting at 7.5 or 6.5 even in some books. I don't know where you got 10.5. I would definitely like 10.5 if I could have gotten that, but I don't see that one at all. So there you go. We'll head to the ice. Alternate. Oh, yeah, I'm never laying minus 172. That's never happening. Rockets money line. There you go. I will not talk you off the Rockets money line. I will not. In the TikTok chat, I will not talk you off of a big money line like that. Am I doing it? No. But you can. I'm not going to stop you. You took Rockets at plus 8.5. If you got that, if you got an 8.5, I like it. I like it. Let's jump into this game. We've got the New York Islanders hosting the San Jose Sharks. And I believe for the first time this year, I'm not going to be betting not betting the Islanders money line, which is actually kind of nice. The Sharks are 0-3-2 to start the year. Not particularly great. The Islanders are 2-3 to start the year. Sharks had 2 overtime winners to start the year and then have gotten puck lines and lost by at least 3 in their last 3 games. On the upside, you got the New York Islanders, who are 2-3. They started off the year 0-3, losing to Pittsburgh, Washington, and Winnipeg, and then proceeding to beat Edmonton and beat the Ottawa Senators. I looked at this game in terms of its line movement, and the line was moving towards the Sharks. I'm pulling up because I had the basketball numbers up. Line opened up at 225, and it's at 220. But that was with 88% of the bets, 73% of the money on the Islanders, and it's not moving. And that's even 66 and 78 on their puck line, and it's not moving. If anything, it's moving towards the Sharks. I did take the Sharks today in this game. I took San Jose, and I will be on Smith and Toffoli points as well in this game. Those are 2 player props that I do like in this Islanders Sharks game. Taking the Sharks. So I will be on San Jose. I got plus 195. CN Bundy, by the way, as I'm talking, I'm not going to stop mid-game to answer a question. I see your St. Louis Blues. You asked twice. I will eventually get to your comment. I'm not ignoring you. It was a lean towards the Blues. I did not end up betting it. But if I'm in the middle of a game, I'm not going to stop and answer. So be a little bit patient, and I will get to your comment. I promise I will. Pass. IceX passing on a hockey game. That doesn't seem right. We've got the Devils and the Maple Leafs up next. The Maple Leafs are minus 120 with a total of 5.5. Devils 4-1 to start the year. They start off with a loss in Carolina. Since then, have rattled off wins against Tampa, against Columbus, against Florida, and Edmonton. 3 to 4 playoff teams. So the Devils have been playing some really good hockey as of late. Toronto is actually starting to play better now, even though they just lost in overtime last game to Seattle. They have won 2 out of their last 3. Had wins against the Rangers in overtime and Nashville. So they have looked better as of late. And when it came to this game, I saw this one flip because it opened up around Toronto minus 126, and now it's down to 110 area for Toronto. I like the Devils in this game because Toronto's getting all the money, and the line's moving towards the Devils. I like New Jersey in this matchup. No player props were good enough for me to bet in this game, but I do indeed like the Devils money line in this game. Devils money line / reg. I like it, IceX. We're on the same page on this one. I like it for sure. We keep on rolling. We got the Edmonton Oilers and the Ottawa Senators. Oilers minus 135 with a total of 5 and a hook. I looked at this game. That's not the right click. There we go. I looked at these two teams. Oilers this year are sitting at 2-3-1. A little bit of a hangover. They've actually lost 3 straight games after starting 2-1. They lost to the Islanders, the New Jersey Devils, and the Detroit Red Wings. They are on Game 5, the final game of a road trip where they beat the Rangers, and that's it for the road trip. And they've been puck-lined in every other game. So that's very interesting to see. On the opposite side, we got the Ottawa Senators, who are sitting at 2-4. I believe they started off with a win against Tampa, lost 3 straight games to Florida, Nashville, and Buffalo, beat Seattle in a shootout, and then lost to the Islanders. Once again, looking to the line movement, and the line is moving towards Ottawa in this game. But the way that the money was coming in, it kind of took me off of it because more of the money in it, the line should be moving towards Edmonton, and it's not. It's Ottawa or nothing for me, and it ended up being a pass. So the TikTok chat, Shrek Vlogs is saying Lakers probably lose if we being real. I like to fade the injury report. I feel like everybody's going to overreact over LeBron being out. I really don't care. I think they do better without LeBron. You're a Lakers fan. That's fair. Warriors, Stars, and Capitals are winning. I disagree, but good luck to you. We'll keep. I got 2 comments in the YouTube. Go Demons. Yes. Draw and the Oilers. It would be Ottawa or nothing for me. Let's go to Canucks. They're taking on the Pens. The Canucks are minus 115 with a total of 6.5. We've got Vancouver, who is now 4-2 to start the year. They started off 1-0. They beat Calgary, lost 2 in a row to Edmonton and St. Louis. Since then, have won 3 in a row versus Dallas, versus Chicago, and versus Washington. On the opposite side, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins, who have been playing some good hockey this year. They started off with back-to-back wins against both New York teams, then lost to the Rangers, lost to the Ducks, and then back-to-back road wins in LA and in San Jose. They're now back at home after 2 days off. So good to see them back at home. And this is another game. I looked at the line movement in this game, and I like the Penguins. This line opened up around the 110 area. Actually, hold on, let me click the right thing. Opened up at plus 105 for the Penguins. Now it's at minus 105. So they've turned from dog to pick 'em favorites in this game. And I do like Pittsburgh. I like the Penguins in this one. I got them at minus 105. I think it's a good spot for the Penguins to continue on their winning streak. And unfortunately, I don't think I got any player props. I did not get any player props in this game, but I do like the Penguins minus 105. Draw and Canucks. It's okay. We don't have to agree on all of them. I'm going to be on the Penguins today. We have 5 games left. We got the Panthers and the Bruins. Panthers are minus 155 with a total of 5.5. Florida 3-4 to start the year has not looked really. They have not looked good. They started off 3-0 with wins against Chicago, Philly, and Ottawa. Since then, have not won a game since the 11th. 10 days. Philly, they lost 5-2. Detroit 4-1. New Jersey 3-1, and they got shut out by the Sabres. So very interesting there. That was all on a road trip, and they're still on the road trip going to Boston. On the opposite side, you got the Bruins, who are also 3-4. They started off 3-0 to start the year. Wins against Washington, Chicago, and Buffalo. Then losing to Tampa, Vegas, Colorado, and Utah. I looked at this game along with the line movement and the way that everything was going. Line opened up at Florida minus, I think it was 160. It opened up at Florida minus 160. Now it was down to 150 when I saw it, and all the money was coming in on the Panthers, which is going to put me on Boston. I do like Boston in this game. I think that it's a good spot for them. I did not take any Boston props. But I do like the Boston Bruins in this matchup. I got them at plus 140. Draw on the Bruins. Yes, Bruins. NBA is back. Let's go. Yep, I took the first quarter under in the Thunder game. I took the Lakers on the money line, and I took Luka over his prop. So there's your NBA plays for that. Did I forget a game? Because I didn't. I'm going through these really quickly. I want to make sure I didn't forget one. That one. I never added the Ducks. No, I did add Ducks game, Utah game. Okay, yeah, no, I did get them all. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. We got the Blue Jackets and the Stars. Stars minus 200 with a total of 6.5 in this game. You've got the Stars, who I still believe are Cup contenders. They're 3-2 to start the year. Columbus is 2-3. Stars, after starting off 3-0 with wins against Winnipeg, Colorado, and Minnesota, have lost 5-3 and 3-1 to Vancouver and St. Louis. So not really ideal for them. On the opposite side, you've got Columbus, which is a very scrappy team. I kind of like them. They're 2-3. They have wins against Minnesota and Tampa, losses to Nashville, New Jersey, and Colorado. And when it came down to it, the way that this line is moving, it opened up at 210. I'm even seeing some 190s now. And that's with all the money coming in on Dallas. I like the Blue Jackets in this game. I got them sitting at plus 167. But even with that, I still was looking at Heiskanen to get a point. He's minus 105 for Dallas. I still think Dallas scores something in this game. Probably 2 to 3 goals. I just think the Blue Jackets going to be able to outscore them. I do like the Blue Jackets in this one. I got plus 167 on Columbus. Well, Tim took the Lakers. Yes, I did. And do you know why I did? Because LeBron is out, and I think everybody's going to overreact over LeBron being out. So I took LeBron. I took the Lakers plus 115, and I took Luka over his prop. Pass for Isaacs. In the chat, Oscar in the TikTok chat, Oscar says, "I got the Maple Leafs. I'm against you. I'm on the Devils. Los Diablos." For me in that one. Oh, by the way, I forgot something here, and I'm going to end up taking something a little bit gross in this game, and Yeah, I'm real quick TikTok chat. I'm going back to Panthers and Bruins. I want to look up. A prop, and it's not going to be pretty, but I'm going to test it. Where is? They won't offer me his. Oh, there it is. Brad Marchand under a point at plus 130. I know that's a little bit outlandish, and I'm against him tonight, so I mean I guess that makes sense. For Panthers, we're gonna grab Marchand under a point. Under, and that's plus 130. I know everybody's going to love Marchand tonight. Going up against his former team, give me him to not even get on the scoreboard. Bro, over 226 in the OKC game. I got the first quarter under. After that, I don't care. Bruins for the win. Yes, I like the Bruins. Let's head to the Ducks and the Predators in this next one. The Predators are minus 125 with a total of 6.5. Ducks this year, 2-2-1 with wins against Pittsburgh and San Jose, losses to Carolina and Seattle, and they lost an overtime game in their last one versus the Blackhawks. On the opposite side, we got the Nashville Predators, who are 2-2-2. Wins against Ottawa and Columbus, losses to Toronto and Winnipeg, losses in overtime to Utah and Montreal. And I'll be completely honest, for a side in this game, this one was a pass for me. The line didn't really show much line movement. It opened up at 140. I saw it jump, go as low as 138, as low as 137, as high as 142. And oh wow, actually that's a little bit off from. I think I messed up that number because that's supposed to be 140. And I have not seen any line movement on it, so this one's going to be a stay away spot for a side in total. Although for player props, I'm going to take Kreider and Lacombe for the Ducks in this one. Kreider and Lacombe. Quack, quack. Damn, I missed doing that. Quack, quack. You like the Ducks today? I'm surprised because normally two of my darlings this year, teams that I bet pretty much every game, was Nashville and the Islanders. And I didn't bet the Nashville game, and I bet against the Islanders. So that's kind of a little bit weird, but I don't mind it. Team of 90s, I appreciate you following the TikTok. And Spec, how's it going? It's going good. Hopefully we can have a nice day. So excited for hopefully a good day. We got the Kings and the Blues up next. The Blues are minus 130 with a total of 5.5. The Blues this year are sitting at 3-2. LA 1-3-2. Blues wins against Calgary, Vancouver, and Dallas, and losses to Chicago and Minnesota. LA is sitting at 1-3-2. Their lone win was their second game against Vegas. They have losses against Winnipeg, Colorado, and Pittsburgh. Losses in overtime versus Minnesota and Carolina. And when it came to this one, this was another game I did not bet a side or total with. Just didn't really have any interest in this game. I am going to take Fowler from the Blues to get a point. That's even money. But I'm not really too interested in a side or total for this game. The way that the line movement, let's quickly tag on that. The line has moved towards the Blues from 120 to 130. The reason why I stayed off of it was the way that the money was coming in. I did not like it. So this one's going to be a stay away. I'll take Fowler from the Blues to get a point, but I'm not going to take anything side or total in this game. Spec, are these your plays you like? Yes. Anything for Aiden tonight? Golden State is hella small. I'll be completely honest. I'm going to try to take it a little bit easy going into the season. Eventually, I'll have a little bit more player props and stuff in the NBA. Today, I just took Luka over his pro just because I feel like he's going to have a big game with no LeBron. no LeBron in the lineup, I think is going to end up being beneficial to Luka in this game because he's going to get more points. But I did not look at anything for Aiden. So 3 comments. Yep, Ducks money line and Reg. You like the draw and the Blues for ISX, and then Robert is saying Blues over 5.5 and team total over 3.5. Sure. I don't hate the Blues in this matchup. I just didn't like the way the line was moving. Ray in the TikTok chat saying Lakers money line reasoning. I love to fade the injury report. I think everybody loves to overreact when certain players go out. No LeBron. I think everybody's going to want to go and bet the Warriors. I took the Lakers today. Hey, missed your live. That's all right. Are these your picks? Yes, these are my picks for the day. I am going to end up adding some hockey player props later on, but these are my plays for the day. Correct. We're going to go ahead and head to the final game of the card. Oh, sorry, mister. We're going to head to the final game of this one. We got the Avalanche and the Mammoth. The Avalanche are minus 150 in this game with a total of 5 and a hook. Colorado this year, 5-0-1. They have not lost a game in regulation yet. They have wins against LA, Utah, Buffalo, Columbus, and Boston. In all of those games, they allowed only 1 goal. Their one loss, they allowed 5 goals to Dallas. So if the Avalanche let up more than a goal, they lose the game. So crazy to see there. And I'm kind of crazy. I'm going to end up taking a Mammoth prop. The Mammoth are 4-2. They actually look really good as of late. They lost the opening game to Colorado 2-1. They beat Nashville in overtime. They lost to Chicago, and then have rattled off 3 straight wins against Calgary, San Jose, and Boston. And the way that the line movement in this game, it ended up keeping me off. The line is moving towards Colorado, but the way that the money was coming in, 86% of bets and 76% of money was on the money line for Colorado. So that's not really the way I want it to come in. I want the money to be higher than the bets. And because of that, I stayed off of it. I did take a player prop in this one. I'm going to be taking Serjankinev plus 100. And that's for the Mammoth. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. By the way, most of these players that I took are A, part of a top line, and B, part of a power play. So the number 1 power play. So those are kind of the looks I was looking at for that one. So I do like Sergachev. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. Is Durant under 25.5 cooked? His line went to 23.5. I'm not a believer in Durant. He won 1 championship with the Juggernaut team, and that's it. I'm not really too interested in him. I like the under in general in this game, so I can see his total going under. I can. Draw and the Mammoth. Line screams Utah. Sabres are the first team eliminated from the playoffs. I believe the Sharks still haven't won a game yet, though. Who? Sergachev. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not good with hockey names. I'm still trying to really jump into hockey, although I'm having a good hockey year to start off. 44 and 41 up 12 units. But I'm still trying to get into it. So Luka going under. Tatted, I don't think so, just because he's going to have a little bit more usage with no LeBron. So that was my kind of look on it. Hello. There you go. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I will be back again tomorrow with another edition. We'll have a big NBA card tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys are following the streams. See you guys.